Morning, students, and Jai Hind. Today, our topic will be the secularism. Understand? Now, in last period, we have discussed about the communalism and just opposite to the communalism. Generally, in the usual language, if the secularism is used. This term is the and it's a this term is very difficult to define, a very complex term, and now its definition is the quite different. And now here generally we say that we now say that the secularism term is the just opposite to the communalism, and here we have the just studied the meaning of the term communal or a communalism are more or less clear despite the bitter controversy over this term communalism and supporters or opponents by the term secular, and secularism is very hard to define clearly. This is the very difficult to define this secular term. What is the secularism? It is the too difficult to define, and it is the difficult to set forth a definite definition of the secularism, although they are also equally controversial, and this term is the much controversial to define, or in fact secularism is most complex term in the social and political theory. If you in context of the social theory or in context of the political theory, this term is the most complex. But first of all, we shall see that what is the meaning of secularism in a Western sense, in the European sense. The secularism is seen or defined in what way in the amongst by the Europeans, and how this is taken by the European societies or the European political system and the European society. How this is the taken? Western context may, in the main sense of these terms, has to do with separation of the church and state. Western term. One thing is that in now Western sense may, in the Western sense we see that there is a separation. This term now denotes the separation with the state and the church. Understand? Is the state and government and the church. This separation is for that reason and the cause. The separation of religious and political authority. Separation of, it means that the separation of religious authority and separation of the political authority mark a major turning point in the social history of the West, and this has been the major point, mark a major point in the history of the political and social history of the Europe. This separation, looking separation, because historically we have, you know very well that after the revolutions, understand, the state and the religion had the very great and the big influence or the interference in the state affairs of the state governance. We know very well that how the church was involved in the political life of the European countries. We know very well. I have taught you. So this was the separation. This separation of the religion, church from the state, it had the very great significance in the history of the Europe, political and both in the social history of the Europe. I have already taught you in the classes, and moreover, the separation of the religious and political authority in the history of the Europe. This separation was related to the process of secularization, and this is related with the process of secularization or the progressive retreat of religion from the public life. It was means, try to understand, progressive retreat of the religion from the public life. means the religious from the public life. It means that properly the religion was involved in the public life in the Europe, completely involved in that. So it was used in the sense that the secularism was just the religious influence was retreated from the public life, means its interference in the public life completely done away with by the revolutions and by the different changes whatever they brought about in the Europeans life. So now students we see, and secondly, as it was the converted from a mandatory obligation, a mandatory obligation, the obligations to a voluntary personal practice. Now, in the beginning, there was a converted from as it was the converted from a mandatory obligation, means to be the believe in the religion, to be the follow the religious rules. Understand, it was a mandatory, but through the separation and the church, it was the now made the voluntary personal practices. And we know that a great counter reformation, being a Protestant reformation began in the Europe. Understand, and the Protestants reformation, the individual was given the much importance in respect of their personal beliefs and like that. And the state and the church had no any the church had no remained the remained the rights, and church had no had the rights to force a person to to follow their mandatory rules, religious mandatory rules. Understand? So after this Protestant reforms, this kind of the separation was made, and moreover, secularization in turn was related to the arrival of modernity, and moreover, secularization. This term was a secularization in turn was related to arrival of modernity. As the modernity arrived, questioned the religious beliefs began to be the questioned. The orthodox and the dogmatic beliefs began to be the question after the modernity. So it was a isolation, or it was their beliefs was based on the argument and rise of science and rationality compelled the human beings to think about their religion, about their dogmatic religion, and about the previous traditions. Understand? Rational alternatives to the religious ways of the understanding the world. And now this brought about the awareness, or the argumentative angles, reasoning regions. These brought and forced the man to see the world apart from the religious influences, apart from the religious dogmatic notions, beyond the dogmatic notions. So this kind of the changes happened, or for that for this. Understand, these this secular word was used to be in the Europe. This word was used to be the Europe secular word, and now moreover this was the just this secular word was used to be the Europe. But in Indian context, if you see in the Indian context, meaning secular and the secularism include the West, now include the Western sense. Some extent, this also our Indian sense also some extent includes the Western sense, but involves the other sense also. Involves the other sense. What other sense apart from European? The most common use of the secular in everyday language is as the opposite to the of the communalism. General sense, everyday language sense, it is the opposed to the communalism completely in our over now the communalism. So a secular person of the state is one that does not favor the particular religion over the others. Secular means, or the secular state means, or the secular person means that does not favor, that secular means the person or the state that does not favor any particular religion over others. It means the secularism. Understand? Not favors any religion over the others, and moreover, secularism in this sense is a opposite of the religious chauvinism, religious blindness, and it need not necessarily imply the hostility the religion as such. It does not imply the any hostility with the religion, but this only secularism only does not favor the any particular religion over the other's religion or against the other religion. Does not. This is the sense in the India. Secularism. Secularism sense is that this that does not favor the any religion over the others. Understand? And moreover, the religion, or in terms of the state religion, if you see that in the terms of the state religion relationship, if you see the what is the relationship between the state and the religion, so now we know very well that there are two kinds of the states: a theoretical states and a secular states. So now we know, you know very well that is the Sri Lanka is the theoretical states. Britain, a state which declares a religion, a particular religion as a state religion. So those states are called as the theoretical states, like the Sri Lanka, like the Pakistan, Great Britain. These are the theoretical states. These states had their own religion, state religion. This particular religion is the official religion of that state. But India, our country, does not just declares the any religion as a state religion. Understand? But in our country, as far as the relation with the state and the religions and the communities, the secularism implies in our country. Secularism means not the separation of the religious resources as the state. No. Apart from that, beyond that, it's mean the equal respect for all religions. Means it not stands for distancing, separation or distance. No, it gives the and the gives our state, Indian state, gives the equal respect to the all religions. This is the in that sense, and rather than separation or the distancing, our state, Indian state, does not maintain the distancing, does not now the maintain the separation. No, it only has the respect to the all religion. Understand? Or the sees the all religion with the one views. Understand? With one eyes or the one angles. Understand? Or for example, you can see the secular Indian state declares public holidays to mark the festivals of all religion. Public holidays are declared to mark the festivals of the all religions. Moreover, here the Western distance or the Indian respects, we shall see that one kind of the difficulty is created by the tension between the Western sense and the state maintaining a distance from all religion. Understand? In the Western sense, what we see, a state, any state maintains the distance from the all religion. There in the Western, but the Indian sense of that state giving equal respect to the all religion. In our country, states, our government gives the respect to all. Supporters of each sense are upset by whatever the state does uphold the other sense. Now the states say some of the thinkers and the supporters of the each sense, they are the very upset, and what the state should think, should a secular state provide subsidies for the Hajj pilgrimage? There is a lots of question before the supporters and opponents of the secularism. Understand? Now here, should a secular state provide subsidies for the Hajj pilgrimage, manage a Tirupati, Tirumala temples, and the other the holidays be abolished, leaving only Independent Day or Republic's Day, Gandhi Jayanti, Ambedkar Jayanti, for example, or now Ambedkar Jayanti, for examples. Should a secular state ban cow slaughter because of the cows are the holy for holy animals for the certain categories, certain community, and should the states the ban the pig slaughter because another religious prohibits the eating of the pork? Understand that this is the question, big question. If the Sikh soldiers army are allowed to having a very long hair and wear the turban, should Hindu soldiers be allowed to the shave their heads, or the Muslims soldiers to allow their having a long beard? Understand? Here the question of this sort lead to the passionate agreements are the hard to the settle. These leads a lots of question. These are the question before our secular nature of the state. How to be the settled these issues? Understand? These are the very here we have the commitment of the secularism and protective to the minorities. One thing is that another set of the complications is here created by tension between Indian states simultaneously commitment to the secularism. Our state is committed to maintain the secularism that had been the written and in the constitution, and our nature of our constitution is the very secular. Understand? Secularism as well as the protection of the minorities. This is the commitment of the Indian constitution to protect the minorities and to save the views and the views the secularism, to preserve the secularism, and the protections of the minorities requires that they be the given the special consideration. That is the quite clear. They are the given the special specific treatment where the normal working of the political system places them at the disadvantage, and the majority communities, they are these minorities are disadvantaged class, but providing such protection immediately invites the acquisition of the favoritism, that the government try to provide them their protection, okay, under a special treatment. So what happens? They are accused of the favoritism or appeasement of the minorities policy of they are the blame. If the government try to provide the protections to the minorities, the government is blamed. How? The government is following the policy of appeasement. Government is now appeasement of the minorities. This is the vote politics. Government is now to blame. Opponents argue that secularism of this sort is only an excuse to favor the minorities. This is the only an excuse to favor the minority to take the vote, to win the vote from them, and the votes. Other kinds of the supporters argue that without such a special protection, secularism can turn into the excuse for imposing majority communities. Understand? Majority communities values and the norms on the minorities. This is the also excuse is given that if such kind of the secular notion will maximum will not be the maintained, the what will be the majority will will do majority. Majority will now undermine the values of the minorities, and their norms will be the undermined and eroded from the society. So now the on under this notion, or under these views, the true the supporters of secularism, understand, they favor these kinds of the notion. Here is also these kinds of controversy become harder to solve when the political parties and the social movements develop vested interest in keeping with them alive. Now there are the many political activists, political parties, political organization. They are in the movement, social movements also. In recent times, communalists of all religion have contributed to the deadlock. And recent time, we see that in the communalists, they have brought and they created the situation of the deadlocks. Okay, and these under this, the resurgence and the newly acquired political power, Hindu communalist had added the further dimension of the complexity. The Hindu communalist, they have now created the further dimension of the complexity. Clearly, a lot need to be done to improve our understanding, and no doubt, to improve our understanding, secularism as a principle and our practice of as a policy. Secularism, this notion should be the developed. This notion should be the created, because to improvise the principles of the secularism, to avoid the riots, to avoid the violence prevalent in our society. And but despite everything, it is still true that Indian Constitution and the legal structure has proved to be the reasonably effective. So far, our Indian Constitution has been the originally very effective, handling the problem created by the various kinds of communalism. So our Constitution, what the success has been the successful in the tackling this condition of the communalism so far very successfully. Understand, and without the machinery work very dynamically, and the first generation of leaders, independence India, now overwhelmingly Hindu upper caste, choose to have the first generation of our country, who now form the government, and where the liberal secular state governed by the democratic constitution. They now followed this very strictly. This and according to the states was conceived the culturally neutral terms, as the state now conceived the form of the culturally neutral terms, and the nation was also conceived as an inclusive territorial political community of all citizens. Means the all citizens living in the territory, okay, they are the one, or they are the all citizens of India. This kind of the notion has been inculcated in our country, and nation buildings was viewed mainly as a state-driven process. Nation building, a state-driven process of the economic development, social transformation. This has been the matter of the emphasis by the government's policy. The expectation was that universalization of citizenship rights should be given and assured. The induction of the cultural pluralities in a democratic process of our country should be the open, and very competitive politics should be the here. Could be evolve a new civic equation will, and among the ethnic communities between them and the state. These expectations may not have materialized in the manner expected. These all things, what I told you, have not been materialized so far in a manner we people want or expected. But ever since independence के बाद, after that, the people of India, through their direct political participation, we all are taking the part in the election system. Participation or the election verdicts have repeatedly asserted their support for a secular constitution. We all are supporting for a secular constitutions of the India or the state. This voice should be the count. Understand? And we are still making the efforts. We are avoiding the communalism and wanting establishment of the a secular environment, a secular government, a secular nature of the governments. That should be the DJ should be this should be the now established and should be the followed. The students so far we have seen that is secularism. So we basically we have to define the what is secularism. First thing. Second, the different sense of the Western secularism. ये important questions है. This is the important आता है board में भी. सेकुलर इंडियन सेकुलरिज्म और वेस्टर्न सेकुलरिज्म में आप डिफरेंस बताइए. अंडरस्टैंड. और हमारे सेकुलरिज्म में क्या कॉन्स्ट्रेंट है भारत में और इसमें क्या कॉम्प्लिकेशंस है हमारे सेकुलरिज्म में, इसको आपको एक्सप्लेन करना होता है. और अंडरस्टैंड. तो ये चीजें आपको अंडर दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट हमें लर्न करना है. और लास्ट जो टॉपिक है, द लास्ट टॉपिक ऑफ दिस चैप्टर इज द स्टेट एंड सिविल सोसाइटी. सिविल सोसाइटी क्या है, व्हाट इज सिविल सोसाइटी, इसका रोल क्या होता है, वेदर द सिविल सोसाइटी द पॉलिटिकल सोसाइटी पॉलिटिकल होता है या वेदर द सोशल होता है या इकोनॉमिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. अंडरस्टैंड. तो हम लोग को आगे जो पढ़ना है वो स्टेट एंड सिविल सोसाइटी पढ़ना मीन्स द स्टेट जो पावर है या अथॉरिटी है उससे सिविल सोसाइटी का क्या रिलेशन. सिविल सोसाइटी क्या स्टेट के साथ कोई नेक्सस है या कोई पॉलिटिकल इंटरेस्ट होता है सिविल सोसाइटी का, यानी कि सिविल सोसाइटी के क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होते हैं, सिविल सोसाइटी के क्या फंक्शंस होते हैं, व्हाट आर द फंक्शन ऑफ द सिविल सोसाइटी. दिस वी शैल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. अंडरस्टैंड students. So this is the much for this today. आप ध्यान रखेंगे कि डेफिनेशन सेकुलरिज्म का और वेस्टर्न सेकुलरिज्म और इंडियन सेकुलरिज्म में क्या फर्क है, इसको आप अच्छे से तैयार करिएगा. और इसके बाद सेकुलरिज्म में कहाँ तक ये कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्यों है हमारे देश में और इसमें क्या क्या ब्लेम लगाए जाते हैं सेकुलर नोशन पर. कोई पार्टी अगर मानिए सपोज दैट सम पार्टी इज फेवरिंग द सेकुलरिज्म एंड सम आर अपोजिंग द, जो अपोजिंग करता है सेकुलरिज्म का दे आर कॉल्ड द कम्युनल, और जो सपोर्ट करता है दे आर कॉल्ड द नॉन कम्युनल सेकुलर. अंडरस्टैंड. तो इसमें इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हमें देखना है अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे ब्लेम किए जाते हैं जो सपोर्टर्स होते हैं जो उसको अगेंस्ट करते हैं. और हमारे देश में कुछ पार्टियां किस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सेकुलरिज्म को इसको कैसे परचेज करना चाहती है, कैपिटलाइज करना चाहती है. बहुत से पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज हैं दे वांट द कैपिटलाइज एंड डिफाइन इन डिफरेंट सेंस द सेकुलरिज्म फॉर गेटिंग द वोट बैंक ऑफ द माइनॉरिटीज पर्टिकुलरली. ओके. तो ये सब अंडर दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट है, अंडर दिस फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड आपको अंडरस्टैंड. तो आज हम समझते हैं कि we should now और क्वेश्चन आंसर इस चैप्टर्स में बहुत ज्यादा एक्सरसाइज में क्वेश्चन है. अंडरस्टैंड. तो उस एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चन को आप फाइंड आउट करके इसमें लिख लीजिएगा, पॉइंटिंग करके लिखिएगा, पॉइंट करके. ओके. इसको तैयार करेंगे आप. राइट. नेक्स्ट डे हमारा जो रहेगा स्टेट एंड सिविल सोसाइटी वी शैल डिस्कस. ओके. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर अटेंडिंग द क्लास.